Hi Aries. I've been gone a while. And so anyway, I moved. So that's part of the reason why I've been gone a while, going through a breakup and moving. So I love my new place, still putting it back together. Obviously, it's just stuff thrown against the wall to try to make a makeshift background right now while I get this all figured out. So anyway, welcome to your May reading, Life and Love. Let's go ahead and get started, Aries. Welcome to Taurus season. Spirit and Universe, what are the messages for Aries in life and love during May 2019? Back to basics. I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm also going to do the 10 card spread, the Celtic Cross. I'm not going to show you the cards right now because I left my, I'm still moving and I don't have my tripod for my thing. So anyway, bottom of the deck. The Fool, obviously. I'm Aries, so I'm like, so new beginnings. And this is actually interesting because when we're coming out of your season, Aries, especially after the crazy retrogrades that we were having, it was pretty introspective for a lot of people, kind of emotional. And so it makes sense that we go through Aries season and then there's this surge of energy wanting to move things forward, wanting to make decisions, possibly making decisions, but it did feel that there was a big delay in things actually culminating to the point where the movement could be done. So now we're in Taurus season, and now I think the things that we've been patiently waiting on have actually been, we're able to move forward now, able to move. Okay, the decision was made a long time ago, but now we're actually able to start anew. So bottom of the deck, the Fool, this is beautiful. Okay, we have the Lovers crossed by the Queen of Cups. So in terms of love and emotions, you definitely are or have or were looking for or focused on really needing that reciprocity in terms of, now I know this isn't the Six of Cups, I know this is not the Six of Pentacles, but this is still a card of reciprocity. I give to you wholly and you give to me wholly. Here's all of me and you're giving me all of you. Right? We're a team, we're a partner, we are in a partnership, and obviously there's a lot of emotion behind all of that. Now with the crossing in the Celtic Cross, the card that's crossing the foundation of the reading, or the main aspect of the reading, can be in a negative light or a positive light. So either you were needing more, I'm trying to get the light, it's a little bit too bright in here, but possibly needing more emotion, needing more kindness, needing more loving communication, needing more emotion. And that's why this is new beginnings all around, and you're sitting here saying, this is what I want, this is what I deserve. Now you could also be in a brand new relationship. You very likely could be in a very brand new relationship, and it's the kind of the honeymoon stage, and there's twitterpation, and you're feeling all of that, you know, all of those emotions, right? The intense emotions that go along with a new relationship. At the bottom of the Celtic Cross, you do have the Hangman, and he is reversed. So we already have a lot of water in your chart, Aries. So you could be dealing with the water sign, or you could be kind of overflowing with the emotions. What I like to see here, the Hangman being reversed, is again just what I was saying at the beginning. You're not really waiting to move forward. The decision was made. Now you're going. Things are moving. You've chosen the person, or you've chosen to leave the person, or you decided that I need something different, and now this is where I'm going. Like, I'm gone already. I'm not waiting to leave. I'm already gone. Oops, that was reversed. And also with the Hangman, when he's upright, you see this kind of represents around his head, waiting for spirit or the universe or God to enlighten him of a move. Kind of waiting for signs, waiting for signals. But reversed, taking matters into your own hands. So already we can see, Aries, right out of the gate as we enter May, you're already looking like you're in a pretty action-oriented month. And Taurus season in general is about doing, right? Boots on the ground, working, making this, the Aries is like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. But Taurus is a little bit more like, okay, now we're doing it, and we're going to do it all the way. In your past, Judgment. Yeah, there has been pretty big decisions. You've been waiting for this new beginning. And now you don't have to wait any longer. The decisions were made. The final judgment was made. And this is upright, so in your favor. And I kind of, whether you feel like it was in your favor or not, Aries, it definitely was in your favor. Even though, again, you might not feel like that because you may feel a little emotional about it. Or they might feel a little emotional about it. However, when we have these new beginnings and they're full of emotion, this could be coming down the pipeline for you very, very quickly. Because you're kind of, let's see what other cards we have here. So we can, once you make the decision and once you start the forward movement, the energy around you, your vibration kind of realigns with what you want, because you're able to put forth or put out into the world what it is that you do want. And so when you ask, you receive. As is, so below. As above, so below. So there's a big adjustment here, and it's full of emotion. It's full of partnership. It's full of energy and emotional exchanges. It's full of balance. It's full of fairness. It's full of support. And whether or not you believe that this judgment was in your favor, whether you or not you believe this was, you feel good about this decision, it definitely was the right decision. All day long. And again, we're looking at the 20th Major Arcana card here, and so where you are at the end of a cycle, a big phase. Big phase in your life, big phase in your love life, big phase in standing your ground, going after what you want, not being afraid to stand out on your own, step off that cliff, even though you don't know what's coming down the pipeline, even though what is coming down the pipeline looks pretty darn good. And all it needed was for you to not wait around for something to turn around. I feel like you're feeling nervous but fresh. What's crowning your reading is the Eight of Wands. So there's lots of communication. There's lots of communication coming. This could be short distance travel, swift travel, lots of back and forth communication, people coming, wanting to go do things with you, right? Friends coming out of the woodwork. Hey, I haven't talked to you for a while. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. So all around, a very good May already. Now in your future, we do have the Page of Wands. So lighthearted communication. You're opening up. You're kind of letting the heaviness of communication, heaviness of interactions, heaviness of your thoughts about things and why you're doing things, that's all rolling off of your back. You're not concerned with it anymore. You're kind of looking for a good time, but looking for a good time with good people. You're proud of who you are. You're proud of where you stand. You're proud of why you stand with those things, with those people, with your motives, right? With your ideas. You're proud of it. And you're also not afraid to share it. And he is looking forward, if you could see. He's looking towards the future. So this is your future. There's going to be a lot of friendly communication going on, a lot of lightheartedness, which just kind of reinforces your feeling about I'm looking for balance, or I have a new relationship. I'm so excited about it. I'm glad I made these decisions. Okay. The star is how you feel about it, how you feel about the situation, how you feel about where you are. This is a card of hope, faith, healing, belief, again, as above, so below, belief in something greater than us, and belief in our ability to manage that and to manifest what we want, but with realistic expectations too. And I like to say that because he's kneeling or she's kneeling on the ground. So we have the earth element here. Gosh, this light is killing me. There we go. We have the earth element here. But 1 foot in the water as well. So connected to the emotional realm, the spiritual realm, with the realistic aspect. But if you notice, she's pouring water, she's feeding the emotional and spiritual aspect of her hopes and dreams and her faith. And she's also feeding the earth aspect of this card. And above her are the stars and the sky. So she knows that she can believe, she knows she can hope, and she knows she can, change her vibration, vibrate on a higher frequency, and she knows that that will change her physical realm as well. So you're filled with this in May. How third party or the other person or the outside people feel about the situation or you is the 7 of Pentacles reversed. So feeling as if there's no more work that can be done, not wanting to put the work in, not concerning themselves with it. Here, tired, but also see the fruits of their labor. Here, they don't see any fruits of their labor. They're done. They don't want it to grow anymore. That's it. And it's just really funny because for me, in my situation, that's exactly what it was. It was like, I was just done. He was just done. And there was not even any point in talking about it. It was like, it was just done. No hard feelings, he thinks I could have handled it better. I think he could have handled it better. It doesn't matter really because it was just done, right? It's just it. And here we go, right? Looking forward to what's next. Not putting any more effort into anything else. Now, hopes and fears. Hopes and fears is the Ten of Cups reversed. So definitely afraid that this is not going to end up being something that you can have in the future. I'm so sorry about this light. It's a little too bright. Right? We're looking at complete emotional fulfillment. We're looking at family, home, pets, children, land, household. But this is definitely one of your fears, Aries, at least right now. Despite all of the lightheartedness. You like the lightheartedness. Is this better? Kinda. You like the lightheartedness. You're all about that. You love it. But at the same time, you like a deeper connection, a deeper level, and a little bit more substance to things. A lot more substance. So this is all fun, but if it's not going to lead to this, you're not just going to sit here forever, right? You're not wanting to be that person that, parties and all of a sudden they're 55 and they're still going to parties thinking they're 20. It's like, that's fun for a minute, but no, right? So definitely a fear. Definitely a fear. And then the outcome, Three of Swords reversed. So again, moving away from something, not being heartbroken about it. Doesn't matter if there was a third party involved. It doesn't matter if it's not a he said, she said. It's like, next, you're not heartbroken. This is third party relationship. This is a lot of thoughts about it. This is concern. This is feeling very heartbroken, very sad. Definitely something's over. But when it's reversed, is what it is. You're not worried about it. So this is a beautiful outcome, despite your fears. Now I'm going to pull an oracle card and then I'm going to talk about this for a minute. Let's pull an oracle card from the oracle, the Angelarium Oracle Emanations. What is the most important message that Aries needs to hear? What is the most important message that Aries needs to hear for May 2019? Rumph, Angel of Time. Can I put this somewhere so you can see it? No. Okay, let's read this. Eternally vigilant and forever burning, Rumph is the movement through space measured out with deft precision. Our footsteps upon the earth mark its passing, for we are all bound to time. One by one, we tick and we talk, and every life is counted, even as those lives pass. We are all sand and seconds and moments, all fleeting. Fire burns until it doesn't. Lives are lived until they aren't. Dreams are dreamt until they wake. Rumph stands by all of this, counting. What better unit of measure than the souls that pass through the tree of life into Angelarium? Rumph walks between the pillars of past and present, turning every corner and every second. Rumph's movements can be seen in our own as the fulcrum between moments. So it's a very interesting card when we talk about this space that you're in, Aries. And, when we concern ourselves with the outer realms and the occult, the spiritual and metaphysical realms, and when we concern ourselves with physics and science. Physics is really the study of space and time. And then what do we use to measure that space and time, right? In the midst of emotion, in the midst of what else is out there. Is there something else out there, right? And when we go through this, and I don't even feel that you've been through something very traumatic. I mean, I think my February reading for you was kind of this very heavy reading where you were looking back and analyzing what had gotten you to that place. And now you're looking at it from a much more healthy perspective, I think, or feeling. There's a lot more healthy analysis going on about how you're feeling and where you are in your life. And when we start the entire reading off, the foundation for the entire reading is the very first major arcana card, where you decide to just set out on your own. Okay? As decisions are made and we move forward, time's still passing. We're still getting older. But there's no better way to live your life, Aries. And this is perfect for Taurus season, because there's no better way to live your life than to decide where you want to go and to move towards it despite knowing if it's the right decision or not. Just doing it. Just doing it. Just going. Just interacting with people and moving forward with a light heart. Just that very action can most certainly bring about the very thing that you've been searching for all along. So Aries, this was a beautiful reading. I'm going to go into a lot more in the extended, which that link's below if you're interested. And we'll talk a lot more about this. But all in all, Aries, this is a beautiful month for you. I'm sorry I've been MIA. It literally just came out of nowhere, and I had a lot of decisions to make, and then it was kind of tough. And so this reading speaks very clearly to me, and I really, really hope I'm not speaking from that bias as I look at these cards. But in light of the emotional aspects of the last month and a half, with all of the retrogrades and the heavy Neptunian energy, and in light of us moving into Taurus season, I think this speaks very clearly to what a lot of people are going through. And for somebody as an Aries that's so decisive, not afraid to make decisions, is always optimistic. You know, we can get very unoptimistic, very pessimistic at times, but that can also last for 5 minutes, and then we're back to looking at the bright side of things again. So in light of that, I think that this reading speaks to honoring yourself and honoring the life that you see for yourself, and making appropriate decisions, even though pretty difficult ones, making those decisions to move towards what it is that you do want. And it's so bizarre because this reading is also stating that because you had the courage to do that, Aries, some pretty good things are coming down the pipe, are in the future for you. Some pretty good things. And they're also going to be no-brainers. This is what, oh no, this is in the future. So the foundation, you're not going to have to think about things too much. You haven't been thinking about things too much. Once you made the decision, things started flowing. Okay? It looks like there's really good time. I don't mean good time as in like going on partying. I mean, it could, but I think you're going to be surrounded and surrounding yourself with people that make you feel the way you feel that you really are. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go into the extended. I love you. Welcome to Taurus season. Enjoy your May, and I will see you soon. All right?